What's up, guys? Mickle here, and while it seemed like it's been a pretty slow weekend for the cryptocurrency industry, there is actually a ton going on behind the scenes. We are at the imminent stages of an insane liquidity crisis, and this is something that was actually predicted by a member of the XRP community. Guys, in this video, I want to break down exactly what is taking place and how XRP fixes the massive issues in our current financial system. I'm going to show you this XRP community member actually talking about this imminent crisis, and you guys are going to love to hear what he has to say about how we fix this problem, because guys, XRP is a key solution, and there is no question in my mind that once we update our financial system, XRP is going to be a key part of it. So guys, make sure to stick around for this whole video. Like always, guys, if you're new to this channel or come here all the time, please take a second to hit the like and subscribe button down below. It goes such a long way in helping this channel grow, and it really does mean so much to me. I'm also pretty sure YouTube's trying to shadow ban me, so make sure to turn bell notifications on so you guys don't miss out on any new updates. If you guys are ever looking for a good place to buy and sell XRP, make sure to check out the link for Uphold down in the description below. Uphold is one of my favorite exchanges and my favorite place to trade XRP. With that said though, guys, let's jump right into the video, and I hope you guys enjoy the content. Real quick, guys, MOO-MOO is one of my favorite places to buy and sell stocks. MOO-MOO is a regulated exchange with a great interface. MOO-MOO is also running an awesome promotion right now to help you buy the dip. If you sign up with MOO-MOO using the link in the description of this video, they will give you 15 free stocks. Each one of these stocks could be worth up to $2,000. So guys, make sure to check that out if you want some free stocks. So guys, I want to start this video out and actually show you an old tweet because I think this is pretty interesting. Some people hate seeing old tweets like this, but I actually love them. I think it's so interesting to go back in time and see what was going on in the early stages of the cryptocurrency industry. And take a look at this. This is from Jesse Powell, the former CEO of Kraken. He actually just stepped down, and he was actually talking about the SEC and their completely confusing regulations to the cryptocurrency market. What he is responding to is actually Jay Clayton talking about how he believes all ICOs are securities offerings, and Jesse Powell responds to him. And you need to understand that right here, Jesse Powell is still the CEO of Kraken, and he's looking for any clarity he can get. Right here, Jay Clayton essentially went out and said that tokens listed on Jesse Powell's exchange are securities. So obviously, Jesse's going to have questions. He said, okay, but what about ICOs that aren't securities offerings, like Ethereum? The SEC said Ethereum wasn't a security, but they did an ICO. So how did that happen? And he said, what about securities offerings outside the US that are later acquired / traded by US residents? That can't be a securities offering because it doesn't violate US securities laws. So where is the clarity on these other two situations? We don't have any. And this is what's so annoying. This was back in 2018, and Jesse Powell's asking some very important questions. Questions that we need answers to have clarity in this market. But the SEC won't provide any answers to these questions, and this was back in 2018. It is now 2022, and we don't have any answers to these questions. It's absolutely embarrassing and is hampering the growth of cryptocurrencies in the United States. The SEC is a rogue regulator, and they use confusion, they use a lack of clarity to go attack whatever project they want. What this shows is that the SEC has absolutely refused to answer any important questions that would allow the cryptocurrency industry to prosper in the United States. The good news is I actually think the current Ripple SEC case is going to provide a ton of clarity, especially since it looks like it is going to go to summary judgment. When Ripple beats the SEC at summary judgment, we are going to have a playbook, a set of rules for how a cryptocurrency qualifies as a security or not a security. Now, I think we are so lucky that the SEC actually decided to go after XRP because it doesn't look like the SEC really has a chance to call XRP a security. This is going to be awesome for the entire cryptocurrency market because as this case is going on, I think we see a lot of congressmen and senators watching it from a distance and noticing, hey, it looks like most of these tokens are not securities, and that's why we want to give this industry to the SEC. This really just shows that the SEC, though, has only been trying to stall this industry. This is embarrassing, but ultimately, I do think it's going to be good because it's really going to show lawmakers that the SEC shouldn't have any power over this industry because they are only trying to harm it. So guys, now before we get into the massive issues currently in our financial system, I want to show you this very interesting interview of Brad Garlinghouse on CNBC, because guys, this is going to show you that CNBC is fully aware of the power of Ripple and XRP, but they were told not to talk about it. There is no reason CNBC would be talking about Ripple and XRP like this if they did not know the true potential. It is so obvious that different members of our media were told not to talk about Ripple and XRP, and the only reason why they wouldn't be talking about it or would be told not to talk about it is because these financial elites know that XRP is going to be critical to our next generation financial system. They hate the fact that cryptocurrency is one of the few industries where retail could actually front run the institutions, and they don't want you to beat them in. That is why they create all this FUD. That is why they refuse to talk about things like XRP, because they do not want you to beat them in. There is no clarity in the market right now for these big institutions to get in. So until then, they want to keep you out. And when you guys watch this interview, you guys are going to know that they were not talking about XRP like this back in 2018 and then suddenly forgot about it. There is a reason they are not talking about it. And guys, I think that reason is a good thing. Listen up.
We're seeing customers like Western Union, MoneyGram, they're leaning in and using our tools to solve a payments problem. And this payments problem is measured truly in the trillions of dollars. So while we're on kind of, mile marker one of a 26-mile marathon, we're definitely past the starting line.
That was Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse on Power Lunch earlier today when I asked him about the future of Ripple and how XRP, the cryptocurrency, could be used. And according to BK, what you just heard Garlinghouse say is the biggest thing investors are missing about Ripple. BK's over at the Plasma to break it all down. Hey, Beeps.
Hey, Melissa, thanks for that. Yeah, so Brad had some interesting things to say, and I thought it was really important to break down what he's talking about and what the opportunity, at least that Brad sees, and I think ultimately could be the bull case for Ripple. So let's break it down. Talking about the size of the payment markets, according to McKinsey, it's about $155 trillion is the size of the market. So your total addressable market is massive.
Massive.
Right now, if you take a look at what it costs to move $155 trillion, it's about $31 billion, roughly around 20 basis points is what it's costing you. So if using Ripple, and this is from Ripple stats, you could save about, according to them, about 60%. Well, how do they do that? So you use the Ripple ledger plus the Ripple currency. And that's the key to this 60% right here. The reason why using the Ripple currency, if people start doing this, is good for is the way you save is because right now banks have to hold foreign currency everywhere in the world. They're called nostro accounts. It's very cost intensive to have that inventory around the world. They can simply replace that foreign currency with XRP and they can save a lot of money on that. So let's take a look at what Ripple's been doing. Obviously, it's been down. I think we have a chart here. Yep. Obviously down from the peaks up here, right? The whole crypto market has kind of gone sideways here. But what does Luis Yamada say? The bigger the base, the higher in space. In my view, you have to have people start using that XRP, that Ripple currency, in substitute for foreign currency, but that's the utility. That's the use case for Ripple, the currency. If that's the case, then that's a pretty nice base right there.
The larger the base, the higher in space. I'm sure you never expected someone on CNBC to be saying that about XRP, but guys, they were saying stuff like this in 2018 and then randomly stopped. The reason they stopped is because that utility that he said needed to happen is happening right in front of our eyes. They won't talk about it because things are getting too obvious now. They want to try to keep you out. But guys, this shows that we have been right this entire time. They know about it. They just won't tell you. So guys, I want to finish this video off and talk about something pretty insane going on in the market right now, and that is a wild liquidity crisis. We are watching a liquidity crisis larger than 2008 currently taking place in our market. Now, what is so interesting about this is a high-profile member of the XRP community, Jimmy Valley, actually called this in an interview a couple months ago. Unfortunately, I can't find this interview anymore. It looks like it was removed from YouTube, but I actually have a video from a couple months ago with it on my channel. I'm going to try to dig it up and put it at the end of this video. Because what you need to understand here is Jimmy Valley is a high-profile securities lawyer. He worked on some big deals, and it's hard for me to believe he doesn't have some insider information based on what he just called here. He said a couple months back, we are going to see a massive liquidity crisis, the likes we have never seen before. And guys, that is exactly what we are seeing right now. Take a look at this chart. We can see that the markets are almost as illiquid as they were in 2008. And what is XRP? XRP is a liquidity token. XRP is a solution to this huge issue we are currently seeing in our financial system. And guys, XRP was actually designed to fix this. Chris Larson said it himself. Our markets are illiquid and we need an XRP type asset to fix it. Now, Jimmy Vallee also went on the record in this interview saying that this market event is going to get so severe that the Ripple SEC case will actually have to end so XRP can be used to help fix the issue. Now, we obviously have not seen that yet, and a lot of people do think this case is going to summary judgment, and that would put it likely past this liquidity crisis. But guys, let's see what happens, because Jimmy Vallee did perfectly call this spike in illiquid markets, so could he also be right about this lawsuit coming to an end to fix this? Guys, let's keep our eyes open, but there are some crazy things going on in the market right now, and at this point, I don't think anything would surprise me. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for coming. I hope you enjoyed this update. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe. It really does help so much, and for now, Mickle out.